Look at this headline, okay? Just contemplate this headline for a minute, guys, because Elon Musk is not a government official. He did not win an election. He's not gotten a security clearance. He, in fact, has billions of dollars in government contracts. He is a contractor with the government. Look at this headline. Musk aides gain access to sensitive Treasury Department payment system. So he's got a bunch of people that are working for his little fake DOGE agency. They haven't vetted these people. None of these people have passed a security check. They've been getting outed on the internet. I'm going to show you some pictures of them. They're 20-year-old dudes, just some fucking weird, like, computer sci geeks. And two of them are 18. All right. So they're even younger. I mean, you look at them, they're young, bro. And they put couches in there, and they're just in there like, I don't know what they're doing. But they have all our social security numbers, and they have all the information about every contractor that's getting paid. They are literally just taking all that information. A bunch of people with no security clearance. They're not even part of government. And he's sitting there walking around with this fucking kid, like, please. The sensitive systems run by the Bureau of the Fiscal Service control the flow of more than $6 trillion annually. Now, this is really important because I shit you not, guys. What I want you to think about is I want you to think about Office Space. Do you remember what they did in Office Space, guys? They got access to the account that was paying and receiving money. And then what they did was they simply truncated the money at the dollar. So if it was $142.50, they just moved the 50 cents into another account. And all those spare bits over the thousands of transactions ended up being a huge amount of money, a massive amount of money by just trimming the change. So my point being here is if these guys have access to the flow of $6 trillion annually, they could literally just make some of that money evaporate and probably nobody would even notice it. You know, 6 trillion is insane. And in fact, they know everything the government is spending on if they want to funnel it to industries that they're connected to or businesses that they're connected to. Elon Musk will now know all of his competitors. I mean, this is crazy. This is fucking just outrageous. But this is it. This is really ultimately their number one priority here, guys, to be able to control the actual spending. If they have a team that controls this payment portal, they control this payment system, no matter what Congress appropriates, no matter what Congress decides to ship to various agencies and programs, they can decide to not pay that money. Now they have the checkbook. And that's a fucking problem, because what ends up happening is the only real recourse the government has is to sue in the courts. But that doesn't stop the damage of the action taking place. You know, if 100 million gets sent to the EPA and Trump decides to give that to ICE for their deportation raids, by the time that court case comes up, that money's already gone, dude. The EPA didn't get funded. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no time-sensitive way of having any type of consequences, because the only people that would police this would be the DOJ and the FBI. And if they confirm 𝗙cie Patel, the FBI is going to be the most corrupt fucking branch of the entire group, dude. Like, man, we're in deep shit. See, that is unprecedented, though, for an administration. There's never been a time where an administration has come in and just taken that over. Now, what's crazy about this is when you see who these guys are. These guys that are doing this work, these are the guys that are some of the dudes that are in charge of this thing. Look at them. These are Musk's cronies. They literally are practically 12 years old. These are Elon Musk's fucking cronies. And there's a couple that aren't pictured, but we're going to go through and look at them. They're literally like 18 to 20 something guys that are just Musk acolytes. Like we're talking, you know, Zuckerberg minuses, these little fucking geeks. 𝗤𝗄𝗽𝗀𝗪. Look at this guy. Look at these dudes. They all work or intern at various tech firms, but these are the guys that are behind this shit. Like, what are we even doing, man? Here's another one, Gavin Kliger. This is another one of the guys. So these are the guys, this Doge takeover. You have Gavin Kliger, 𝗤𝗄𝗽𝗪, aka 𝗡𝗪, fucking pimple face, bro. What the fuck, homie? Dude, go on a date, nerd. And then 𝗙𝗏𝗄𝗏, Luke Ferrator, Ethan Chautron, and Edward Korestein. This is the crew. This is the fucking crew. I mean, when you think about it, though, these are the kind of people who have gotten red-pilled, right? They're just fucking nerds, bro. They're like internet nerds that apparently got some programming chops, and they saw the movie Social Network like 50 times, and they're like, oh, I want to be like Zuck. What? Get shit on, Trumpy! I mean, so it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence to me. There we go. Elon's getting beat up. Let's go. You too can beat up Elon Musk for just 100 bits, guys. So apparently they have couches in there, and I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if you saw this. I thought this tweet was great right here. If a billionaire is telling people a 40-hour work week is for losers, then it's time to bring back the guillotine. I love this, dude. He says Doge is working 120 hours a week. Who the fuck wants to be working 120 hours a week, right? Like, are you shitting me? Like, bro, this is fucking crazy. It is extremely unusual for anyone connected to political appointees to access them. Musk has sought to exert sweeping control over the inner workings of the U.S. government, installing longtime surrogates at several agencies, including OPM, which essentially handles federal human resources, and the General Services Administration, which manages real estate. So DOGE is now housed in a White House office and has broad visibility into technology across the government. So now Musk, again, he's unelected, but he's got like all his buddies in these agencies and shit. Dude, they should be arrested, but who's going to arrest them, right? The FBI? I don't think so. The system could give the Trump administration another mechanism to attempt to unilaterally restrict disbursement of money approved for specific purposes by Congress. And this is it, guys. This is exactly what I was just talking about. With this, if Trump decides to reroute some money, boom, he's going to do it. And no one's going to be able to stop him. A push that has faced legal roadblocks. But again, if they just start moving money, it doesn't matter. It'll be tied up in the courts for a fucking year, bro. And by then, all that money, poof, gone. Who knows where that money will be by then? Musk, who has been given wide latitude by Trump to find ways to slash government spending, is recently fixated on Treasury's payment processes, criticizing the department in a social media post on Saturday for not rejecting more payments as fraudulent or improper. And this is it right here, is they're going to start saying, oh, that's a fraudulent payment. That's how they're going to do it. You watch. They're going to claim, they're going to do what they've been doing on Twitter for the last 2 years. They're going to make some claim that's not at all rooted in reality, and then they're going to take action based on that claim, and we're going to be left holding the bag. This is the big problem here. Potentially limit the government spending. Like, what if they decide to just not pay something? That's what they can do. Like, we know that Trump has wanted to do this impoundment shit where he changes the amount that Congress appropriates. But if they have access to this, they could just not pay it. Like, for example, you file your taxes, they could go in and find every person who's a registered Democrat and just not send out their tax returns. Can I just tell you the last time Trump was president, it took me over 2 years to get my tax return, because there was 1 year when I got the earned income credit, the EIC, and during that year, it took me over 2 years to get my tax return from Trump. They held it for 2 years. It was like 2 years and 3 months. It was like a significant chunk of change. And because I got the earned income credit, they held my fucking return, dude. Like, they held it hostage. It's brutal, dude. It was fucked up. Who knows what they're going to do this time?
This is how the government's bills get paid. And David 𝗡𝗡, as the most senior official in the Treasury Department, who was the acting Treasury Secretary until Trump's nominee was confirmed, is the expert at managing it, including managing the debt ceiling, which, as we know, is coming up really, really soon, with the spending limit in danger of being breached.
There we go. We're coming back to the debt ceiling. Is having access to this payment system going to allow him to fuck around with the debt ceiling so he doesn't have to take that vote? Like, yeah, this is like the red light of like fascism warning is fucking blinking right now, guys. This shit is not good. Dude, we need to get that 𝗡𝗡 guy in a hearing, like, real quick and sort out what these fuckers are doing. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.